Hi, I'm Kelly.
And hi, I'm Geoff.
And this is Blueprints for Belonging, where we're exploring how to build conscious connection in a disconnected world.
Because belonging doesn't happen by accident.
Mm-hmm.
It happens by design.
Welcome back to Blueprints for Belonging.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to explore that invisible pattern shaping our connection, our communication, and belonging.
In the first part of this season, we explored how the mind can distort perception through patterns like mind reading, emotional reasoning, and confirmation bias.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My little thing's wanting to turn. Oh, there we go. It made it. It's not going to turn over now.
Right.
Anyway, when we shift into this language, the subtle ways that we say our words can either strengthen that connection with someone or it can slowly weaken it.
Right. In the last few episodes, we've been exploring how meaning itself gets constructed between people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We started looking at ambiguity.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that mind fills the gap with information, with interpretation.
Right. And then we explored the differences between intent and impact. How two people can experience the same moment very differently.
Yep. In our last episode, we talked a little bit about expectations mismatch. That's the unspoken relational rules that we sometimes assume others should know. Like,
right.
Yeah, you need to know those things.
Today, we're looking at another hidden difference that creates misunderstanding in relationships.
Yep, and that's emotional pacing.
Oh, don't you know it? The reality that people process emotions and conversations at different speeds, sometimes vastly different
and
speeds.
Sometimes people don't even know they're having an emotional response.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes
Anyway.
that awareness just isn't there.
Right. Sometimes people just want to talk things through very quickly.
Right.
You know?
And others need time to think, reflect, and make sense of what they're feeling.
Yep. Neither pace is wrong.
Right. They're just different.
Mm-hmm.
But when those pacing differences aren't understood, conversations can easily become frustrating and confusing.
So what's emotional pacing?
Well, it's the pace at which you process your feelings and your thoughts and generally the world in general. It's basically how quickly you take information in and process it.
Mm-hmm. So some people process emotions out loud. You made me angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I'm angry.
Uh-huh.
Or I'm scared.
Right. Yeah, and some people do it very quietly.
Mm-hmm. And then they also sometimes, if they're processing that emotion, they might want or expect some conversation to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm angry about something, why aren't you paying attention to me?
Right.
I'm sharing what I'm angry about.
Right. Yeah. And the other person may just not have the bandwidth for it.
Or need more time.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, emotional pacing, these differences are kind of common in all of our relationships. It's not a good thing, bad thing. It's just part of what relationships have, this emotional pacing. And why we're doing this is we're bringing this awareness to what this is in our relationships so that we can start to notice that people have different ways of processing these emotions. Mm-hmm. In the NVC world, we talk about what those emotions might be. They're pointing to a need that's either being met or not being met. Mm-hmm. But part of all of this is being aware of how these emotions, the timing, how they're, because emotions get that energy from within, And like if I'm sad about something, I might not be open to talking about it. But if I'm angry about something, I'm going to let you know I'm going to give you a piece of my mind right now.
Right. Because I'm angry at something you did.
Right. So the challenge isn't that people, so the challenge is that people often assume that their pace is the normal or the correct one. Mm-hmm. And that, I'm normal, you're not.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the problem with normal, right?
Right.
Because nobody really fits into it.
Did you know that normal is only a setting on the washing machine?
I did know that because it's a setting I usually use.
Yeah. And there's also another one I can't remember, but I'm not going to use it right now.
Right.
But anyway, just a setting on the washing machine. Anyway, so we have fast processors, and then we have people that are slow processors. And this is the reason why we're sharing this information, because we want you to have this awareness to how people process some emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, because it can help you read a conversation so much better.
Mm-hmm. And you can also open it up to, hey, how would you like to process this emotion that's going on for you?
Right.
Is this something you want to talk about, or is this something you want to just let me...
You want to ruminate on it?
On something else? How do you want to deal with it?
Right. Well, that's very kind of you to ask. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And you might be a slow processor, so...
Well, right.
So now we're just going to sit here in silence.
Sit in silence, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not going to...
I have a little story for that one.
Okay, good. But I know that people need time to process whatever is going on for them. So sitting in silence is not a right or wrong or good or bad. It's just where people are. So.
Well, right. And if you're uncomfortable with that, well, that says more about you than it does about anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
So slow processors. Go for it.
Yeah. My sister, bless her heart, Jessica, and I think the reason it was difficult for me is because she didn't used to be a slow processor. She became a slow processor over time. And the person that I used to get quippy with and could do that with stopped interacting with me like that. And it became evident that I was offering too much information about anything. Whatever it was. I would get to I would be explaining why I made a decision. And to me, it's important to explain this, but to her, it's not. And she would end the conversation. Like, I'm done. Or walk away. Something abrupt, something rude. And that's exactly how I took it at first. I'm like, what is her problem? But then I began to see it for what it really was. Because we would have conversations where, like, we'll be both sitting at a table, and we're talking about a project that she wants to do, and I'm figuring out how to say, I don't want to help you with this project. And the entire time, if I say something, because I figured out my response a long time ago during that long silence we had while she was waiting to figure out what she was going to say, it became painfully slow. And it was just like, this, and I wish I had had it in a forethought to really think, this is just not the same person I used to deal with, she's changed.
And now you can look at it in a different way, that it wasn't a person that was...
Right, she wasn't being rude.
Right.
I was just hitting up against her bandwidth constantly. And, and that was new for me.
So it was, in some sense, it was your little story machine that was going off.
Yeah. My little story machine was quite active during those years.
It tries to make sense of the whole world with thinking that something is the truth or that's the way it is.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So anyway, we have lots of common interpretations of those types of slow processors. Like for her, it might have been that she was feeling overwhelmed with what you were sharing, even though that was something that y'all had done before in the past. She was older than you, right?
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. Still, she was still older. Yeah.
But and chances are the majority of this happened after 2020,
Oh, okay.
which we believe is when she actually contracted the dementia.
Ah, got it.
But it didn't get diagnosed until 2024.
Uh-huh.
You know, so long time going.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So she was just a different person.
So they need time to reflect before responding.
Mm-hmm.
They need to process those emotions internally. And again, a lot of people do not understand what their emotions are or why they're having them.
Right. Even after they process what you told them,
Right.
they still don't figure it out.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes they have a certain emotion that they get around a certain person.
Mm-hmm.
And so they want to avoid that emotion, so they avoid that person.
Mm-hmm.
That's one other strategy that sometimes happens.
Right. Avoidance.
Mm-hmm. So people prefer space before engaging in conversation. Just give me a second to gather my thoughts. Give me a moment to kind of see what I'm doing.
Right.
Yet again, I shared a little bit that we don't really model how to process emotional overwhelm.
No, because most people don't know how to.
Okay,
So
what?
who was going to teach us how to do that?
If you didn't hear it from your parents or your teachers, or
Right. I'm going to hear it from us.
So how do you process emotional overwhelm?
Well, I guess that depends on what emotional overwhelm typically looks for any individual in particular.
Okay, so let's just
So
say
for me,
Mhm.
it's more rage. So
that's where it goes to for
that's
you.
where it goes to. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I have not experienced that in a few years, and that is wonderful because it wasn't pretty.
Mhm.
It was always exhausting.
Mhm.
Because when I get angry, it just uses energy. It's like an energy vacuum. It just sucks it all.
So that's the emotion that comes up quick for you.
Yeah.
Right. It gets you to take action.
Well, right. Yeah.
There's 72 flavors of anger.
72 flavors of that shit.
Yes. There's all different ways of looking at anger. Anyway, that's a whole other episode. So now that you have that awareness about your own way that you process these emotions that might come up for you, how do you, when you get in a place of
what
overwhelm?
do I do? Right. Breathing.
So taking a pause?
Taking a pause and breathing is what really helps me. Yeah.
I had another friend who said walk around in a circle. That's what they would do. They just kind of,
Right.
give me a second, and they just walked around in a circle, and it kind of recentered them.
Right. That's fascinating. Yes, because we're all different.
And all our differences are okay. There's not one that's not okay. We
Right.
get taught that this way it shouldn't be.
Right. The way you are is just
wrong.
right, and everybody else is wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about the slow processors. Now what about the fast processors?
Zip what? Yeah. Well, and they're okay. So we say slow and fast. It's actually more of a spectrum with slow to fast.
Correct.
And so there are people all along it, and I meet people
At different
all
spaces.
along it. Yeah. and it's fascinating to actually see that, and for it to inform how you respond with this person. So fast processors, I know one. I know a super fast processor.
Who?
She's my housemate.
Ah.
Yeah. Wow. She is just lickety split. And she, and she also has an advanced, an eidetic memory, really. I mean, she remembers everything. So she can remember conversations. She can remember everything. I mean, from years ago.
Wow.
It's crazy to hear her recall stories from when she was little. She does it perfectly. She has that memory to pull on.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Yeah, and I'm someone who forgets everything within a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I read that book 2 years ago? Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Oh.
You gave it to me? I don't remember that. Somebody shows you a picture. Look, I'm handing it to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where did you get that picture? Is that fake?
Right.
Yeah. Well, those fast processors, silence or a delay may feel like avoidance or they're disconnecting. So for fast processors, they're taking on a whole different story. You're not interested,
Right.
or this is boring, or
You've lost interest in this conversation.
yeah,
Right.
or you just don't want to deal with it.
And so it is beautiful that my housemate also, because she grew up in a house of narcissists, learned how to read people very well. And she adjusts herself to match the person that she's with so well. You know, it's a gift that she can do that. And now a narcissist would take that gift and abuse it, because narcissists do know how to read people really well too, but they do it with nefarious purposes. Yeah.
Well, we just want to know that we matter. So either way, it's either the slow processor or the fast processor. We just want to let that other person know you matter. And I'm going to take some time, or I'm going to spit it all out for you. But a lot of times what it comes back to is what we're going to call the misinterpretation loop. That's when our pacings get misunderstood. And they get interpreted very quickly. You know, that's that story machine that's in our head, creating a story out of what we're seeing and feeling. And then it creates something as though it is a truth. And we don't have, like, we might have one moment that might be the evidence, but we don't have any more for what it is. And then we process it and then show up with it as though that is exactly what's happened without getting any clarity about it. The fast processor might interpret, they're avoiding the conversation if I'm trying to have a conversation with them.
Right.
And
Why aren't they responding?
Right, and the slow processor might interpret it as, they're pressuring me before I'm ready.
Right, I need time to reflect before I respond.
Right. So neither interpretation is right or wrong or
right. Well,
or accurate.
And really nothing we ever talk about is right or wrong. Right. And we're trying to drive that home.
Right. Hopefully you're getting this, that we're just creating this awareness about this. Because in some ways our life, we think because we're talking that we can communicate.
Right.
And there's a whole lot of other stuff that goes on with, just because we're sitting in the same room speaking into microphones, are we really communicating in a way that's effective?
Right.
For anybody. We're just taking this moment to be here. And hopefully somebody's going to get something out of it.
Right.
So.
Yes. Indeed. But communication is much harder than we think.
Yeah. Did you want to introduce the ladder?
Sure. Okay. This is something that Kelly has, I believe, created as a way to help people through this process.
Think of a ladder that you're climbing up on something to try to reach something, to reach a different.
Right. Each rung stands for something.
Right.
It's a relational awareness ladder. And it's exactly what it says. So that ladder is the first rung is I feel frustrated or impatient. The next rung is to pause. Our pacing may be different. Then you allow. Different processing speeds are normal. Indeed.
I'm just going to be okay with whatever is showing up.
Right. Reframe is the next rung. Their pace may not mean avoidance. right? It may just mean there's processing it.
Whatever is going
slower.
on. That's part of why we're bringing this to your attention, is so that you can become aware of not everyone processes information the same fast pace or slow pace that you might.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, people are all at different,
All different.
levels.
Mm-hmm.
The next is context. People process stress and emotion differently. And then the next rung is clarify, or the top rung actually is clarify. Would it help to talk about this now, or would you prefer some time to think first?
So as you've read that, kind of, for you, I mean, we've talked about it before. For some people, I find that having ways to kind of get them to pause when they're in a place of reaction, so they can take some time to reflect. So the next time you might be or feeling that you are in a flutter with this emotional pacing, just kind of take a pause and reflect, what rung am I on? Am I allowing this process to be okay?
Right.
Am I noticing that I'm frustrated, or
Right.
recognizing where you are? So
Right.
it's just a way to kind of slow down your thinking, to kind of noticing where you are with how you might be responding
Right.
or reacting.
Right. Well, that's the pause that we've been talking about. And finding the time for that pause is magical, because it changes how you interact with the world.
Right. Well, we're really trying to help people recognize that these pacing differences reduces our unnecessary tension in our relationships. So if we're not aware of it, then we just act on automatic.
Right.
Okay.
Getting upset if
Right.
they're going too slow or too fast.
too fast,
and
right.
Not really aligning with me. It's like, well, yeah, because they're different.
So now we're creating this space for different paces. What's that like for, and I don't like the word healthy, but we're going to use it because a lot of people think that it's healthy, but I think it is about, we're having a relationship that is respectful of each other, and we are aware of where we are in our growth, in our adult development. You wouldn't speak, nasty words to a 4-year-old or expect them to do or understand what's going on for you. You would give them that opportunity to kind of understand you, correct? Okay. So think of everybody as a 4-year-old. Kind of giving that pause to kind of allow them to kind of, are you clear about what I'm sharing with you?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just one of my little ways of looking at it. So
Look at everybody like a 4-year-old.
wow,
right?
why not?
Until you know better.
Until you know better.
Right.
Right. I don't treat you like a 4-year-old. You
Well, no.
You've definitely grown up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, my mother was calling me my baby Jeffrey.
Oh.
And I just want to tell her, no, I'm a 55-year-old man. And I haven't been a baby for a long time.
Yeah.
Fond
Fond memories.
Yeah, but some things are just not worth fighting for, right? Yeah.
So for slow processors, they might need a little more time to gather their thoughts, and for a fast processor, they're ready to tell you about everything. So it's just acknowledging these differences, these different pacings that people have, and being respectful of and being kind to wherever they are with whatever they're dealing with.
Well, yeah.
You've shared a little bit about dementia. Sometimes people that have dementia are a little slow-paced because they're having some difficulty.
And they might be slower than they were originally. So if you've known them your whole life, expect that change to happen.
And younger people are, they're fast.
Zippity-doo-dah.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we have this emotional pacing. It kind of invites, in some ways, it invites us to practice patience. Not only with others, but with ourselves. So, So anyway.
Indeed. Oh, the role of patience.
Wow.
Patience is so important, y'all. I can't even begin to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It takes time to practice it, you know?
Yeah, and thus the word patience, because you got to have patience with it.
Practice it, right? It's not something that just you get. You have to go through it, and you have to learn the outcomes of being impatient.
Right. And if you are blessed, like most of us are, you have lots of things put in your path that teach you that very lesson. I would guarantee it.
Right.
Yeah. And so this perspective shift also comes with when you see these things, and although in the initial aspect of it, they might be frustrating or irritating, these people that you come across that are teaching you patience,
they're wonderful.
Yeah.
I get to have.
Exactly. You look back at it, and you're
yeah.
like, oh wow, that was really helpful. I don't do that anymore.
Or look at people that are impatient with you as they're teaching you patience.
Right.
Or this person who's upset about something. Oh, they're teaching me patience. Isn't this wonderful? I can reframe how I look at it. So
Right.
I can look at it with a way that's going to be connecting for me as well as being connecting for that other person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and that is the perspective shift that we're trying to achieve by teaching everybody about belonging.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it takes time.
It's a process?
Yeah, it's a process. It's like life.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the journey.
It is. I even have a little sign for that now. Enjoy the journey.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, we are at a good place to kind of bring awareness to that our podcast has this. We're in our second season, but we do have our first season. If you haven't listened to that and you just happen to hit on this one, that's great. You can go listen to our first season.
Right. It's 20 episodes
20
long.
episodes. We're going to have a good season this year, so we've got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well, anyway. So
Cool. Well, one of the quietest differences in relationships is emotional pacing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nobody talks about it. You just got to notice it.
And then if you don't,
watch out.
watch out. 'Cause it's coming.
Yeah.
Anyway, people process quickly through conversations.
Some people.
Some people do, right?
Right. And others process slowly through reflection.
Right.
So.
Neither pace is wrong.
Right. Exactly. It's all okay. But when we assume everyone processes emotions in the same way we do, misunderstanding can grow quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's where I think that, our most disconnections happen from misunderstandings.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They're not clear on all of the data that you might need or what's happening.
Right. And the misunderstanding leads to disconnection.
Mm-hmm. I saw this little thing on Instagram. It was, I can't remember who the guy that was, but he was in the grocery store and he took this lady's grocery bag or her grocery cart and went and paid for all of her food and then brought it back to her. And she's like, what are you doing with my grocery cart? He goes, well, I paid for all your food. She's like, I don't know what to say.
Right.
Right.
Except thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, when we have some misunderstandings or we're not clear about something, get to that clarity first. Let me make sure I'm clear. When you said this and then this is what happened. No. It was this before that. Oh, now I understand. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm,
So as you move through your week, you might notice some moments that get, the emotional pacing might be different and that appears different in different conversations. So just become aware of those this week.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
When difficult conversations arise, Do I tend to process emotions quickly or slowly? Which one?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you somewhere in the middle?
Mm-hmm. So here we are with some prompts for this week. When difficult conversation arise, do I tend to process emotions quickly or slowly?
Right. How do I usually respond when someone processes emotions at a different pace than I do? Sorry.
When someone asks for time before responding, what story does my mind create? Oh, that story machine is there again.
Always pumping out
Always
stories.
pumping out stories.
What might change in my conversations if I recognize pacing differences as normal rather than problematic?
How might I express my own pacing needs more clearly in my relationships?
Right. Those are great journal entries.
Mm-hmm.
Things to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, in our next episode, we'll explore one final piece of this interpretation section.
Yep. And that's going to be the narrative lock-in. The way old stories about people can freeze our perception of who they are.
Right.
So anyway, we just want to say thanks for listening
to Blueprints for Belonging.
Yep. Thanks for listening to Blueprints for Belonging. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow. Leave a 5-star rating for us and share it with a friend.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen. Your support helps us keep building conscious connection in this disconnected world.